Hello and welcome to this week's version of the Akashic Swan Weekly. We're looking at September 27th through October the 3rd. So we're in one of those weeks where 1 month ends, the new one begins. We're getting closer to the last couple of months of the year. October is third from the end. It also is a reflection of what's coming in the new year because it's the same number in the universal code. So it's a 6 month. We have a 6 year coming next year. And we're moving from a 5 universal months with a lot of change and realization into this kind of settling into what is love, what is devotion, what is the beauty of what we have. How we establish that sense of belonging and connection is through our own actions. And that's definitely what we're being called to do. So let's see what the cards have in store for us. I'm Jen Duchenne, jenduchenne.com, Akashic Swan Guidance, and I'm using the Illuminating Journey cards that I created with the guidance of the Akashic Records. And the first card that's coming up is the 28, which is very interesting because the 28 is a 10 and October is a 10 calendar month. New beginnings. This card calls us to recognize that we are at a turning point. We're at a realization point, a crossroads. You could say this ledge that the figure is on is one that calls us to make a choice. So we know we're entering a new phase. We're called to use our guidance, our intuitive guidance, our awareness to make a choice. And when we look at the card, we can see there's many choices. There's many things to choose from. It isn't one or another, it is many. Sometimes we're afraid that when we make a choice, that we will make the wrong choice or that we'll lose out. One of the great things about this card this time, and what it's saying is that when you take a choice that speaks to who you are, the truth of who you are, so when you're trusting your choice, then you know that it's the right one for you at this time. Doesn't mean you won't have other choices later. You're really being pulled to trust your own guidance, the guidance of the divine, the guidance of the universe, of the earth. And you can see there is that spoken here. There's universal guidance, galactic guidance, there is earthly guidance, the figures, the energy that speaks to many layers of our life, our experience, our soul, as opposed to trusting the guidance that you have been shown, the kind of rigid guidance or following what you're supposed to and what other people tell you. So it's diving into the pool of trusting yourself. Second card is the maze, which has come up before the 5. So that's very interesting. We got the 10, we got the 5. As you know, we're in a 5 universal year, and September is a 5 universal month. So the thing that strikes me is here where my finger is, the pomegranate with the raven about to eat from the seeds of the pomegranate. So this is our opportunity to eat from the heart of life, to make choices based on what is possible, what is more than we have seen, what is the unknown, the unexplored, the desire within us that wants to be explored, and just continues this theme. And as you can see, which is I find interesting, is in the center here is green, and then we move here and it's green. Maybe there's a little touch of pink that we have here. And then the figures both have black, wearing black or showing up in that kind of black. It's this idea of recognizing where you stand in the world, what's your role going forward, how do you step into your own leadership and find the joy, the wonder, the expression of what is possible, the things that maybe you haven't looked at that are really stirring up within you. And the third and final card. So this is a three soul portal. So we have 3 soul portals this week, and this one continues that and takes us deeper on the path. We start here with this idea of looking at what's available and making a choice. We move to this one where we actually have made the choice and are traveling. And the third and final card, which speaks to the idea of rising up into the light, into what is inspiring us. It's kind of that opportunity for our mind to open up, and makes me think of the Mercury retrograde that we're entering. I believe it's, I can't remember, is it the 27th, the 28th, maybe the 28th, in Libra. So this idea of just expanding our mind, allowing the wisdom of creativity or creation to drop into our awareness. So we are swimming towards the light. Every one of these cards speaking to this idea of making a choice based on what is available to us and beyond what we've seen, explored, and kind of been told is available to us, right? And so all of these are speaking to that idea, traveling deeper and deeper into the sense of who we are, into the awareness of this balance of nature that allows us to truly understand how everything is interconnected. And I love that there's a fire here that's kind of allowing us to just gently go in, and then we are being guided by the unicorn, by the butterflies, and by the finger of God, if you will. That idea that we're being shown or being released to receive what is our light. It's like we're being blessed by the light. So how can you truly take this journey, make that choice? Take that journey into the maze and allow yourself to be immersed in the energy, light, and love of creativity that's available to you. So, hope you have an amazing journey this week. It truly is one of moving from change into finding what feels like home to you. So moving from needing to tell the world to really finding that place, that the warmth of who you are. So let me know what lands for you, how it feels. Likes, comments, subscribes are all appreciated. And love having you here. Tell me how you're doing. I'm Jen Deshen of jendeshen.com. The Illuminating Journey cards are for sale. And I have a program that's beginning at the end of October if you're interested in learning how to read these cards for yourself, how to navigate the unknown, going beyond where we've been. All of that stuff that we've had projected on us or believed is all falling away, and now we're having to travel into the unknown, into the dark, and how do we find our way forward? That's what the program's about. If you're interested in joining us, let me know. And I'll see you next week.